Welcome to Enlifement. Kandesna kyon visnaktyaso vivman shon aki vancharo kamdas sivishna kendyuplan sivushnan kivishnaktosa garak tushali vanyakta sayato kyam sirifnekatsusha dandyakta som keriroktasa. We are what we are, and we're in a constant state of change and transformation. The intellect likes the familiar, but our whole being likes transformation and change. We evolved from way past the beginning, constantly changing. It's difficult to recognize that we are changing moment by moment, but we are. That is the consciousness. That is what it is. It's unfolding constantly. We've been programmed to expect things to kind of stay familiar and the same. How boring. If you could imagine that you wake up in the morning and it's the same as it was yesterday and the day before that one's whole life is the same. In the pursuit of transformation, revealing the consciousness in all things, that is what we're about. We're presenting the consciousness in a way that allows for this transformation and change. It is not stagnant. It is constantly, in this present moment, unfolding. The more you can realize within yourself this transformation and change, the more rapidly it takes place. Life has often been about resistance, resisting change, wanting things to stay the way they are. But when you think about it, wouldn't that become very boring? To wake up in the morning and it's the same as it was yesterday and the day before, and one's whole life is the same? Humans are not designed that way. Over time, we've evolved in a way that embraces change. It is only the intellect that kind of wants things to stay the same. But your body, the whole you, embraces transformation and change. It looks forward to the next moment of possibility. So as you, in yourself, realize the consciousness, the wholeness, the possibilities of becoming more. So we see in this process of becoming, this allowing, this embracing, this unfolding is always going on. One is not stagnant, they're always changing. It may be in very small ways. You may not be able to look in the mirror and say, oh, yes, it's changed. It's different from yesterday. Because the intellect tends to hold things in certain patterns. These patterns are limiting because there are programs, there are conditions brought on about past beliefs and concepts. Imagine waking up in the morning and realizing everything is brand new, even you. Overnight you have transformed, you have changed into more of your possibility. To realize that as human beings, we are full of possibilities. We are not stagnant, we are constantly in a state of becoming. Don't call it aging, call it transformation. For if you look at it as aging, you're going to have a problem. But if you look at it as transformation, you say, wow, what's next? For we're always in this state of unfolding, discovering more about ourselves, more about our possibilities, our capabilities, more about our true self. What you were in the past is not what you are now. So I'd say get used to it. If you long for things to stay the same, you're going to be in trouble because things do not stay the same. They're always changing. And when you learn or accept this change, you move freely with it. You don't resist it, you embrace it. And it's a lot easier. When you're resisting change, it's very difficult. It makes you get older. When you embrace change, you're actually becoming more useful and youthful. So to embrace this in this moment is to realize the consciousness. I know I speak a lot about the consciousness, and that's kind of a play on different words because we're conscious, and people refer to consciousness as being awake. But I use it as a noun, the consciousness. That is an evolving, explosive, exploring, transforming, transcending thing that is taking place. To embrace it is to move along with it. So when you look in the mirror, just imagine that the mirror is a reflection of what was. The mirror cannot reflect what is changing because the intellect holds this pattern. This is, and it longs to see this is this. This is what it is. But to embrace this new life that is taking place within you, the consciousness, you're unfolding. And it may take a while for the mirror to catch up with you. So what you see in the mirror is not exactly what you are. For the moment you look, you've already changed. So embrace this life as it unfolds. And we cannot say exactly where it's going. But the more we embrace it, the more we accept the isness of this existence. You can be sure that it's moving in a place that is more possible and happy in this existence. Now, happiness is a word, but happiness is being content in the isness of this unfolding life. As it unfolds, we discover we have great strength and energy in these possibilities. We are not powerless, we are very powerful. As the consciousness that you are unfolding, you're becoming more and more powerful all the time. And you see the programming, the conditions, the beliefs, and concepts around you have no power over you unless you give them power. So we become more conscious of what we're giving power. We can't give power to beliefs, concepts, and conditioning because that's moving backwards. To move forward, we give our power to our true self as the consciousness. I am that which is unfolding moment by moment as this existence, as this life, constantly becoming something more. And so we do have a destination. The destination is becoming the consciousness itself without the physical limitations of the intellect. That is the direction we're moving in. If it frightens you, it's because you're holding on to the past. So if you open armed welcome it, you're moving towards the future. For the consciousness is the future of humanity. It is the future of yourself. So get used to it or embrace it. You can't resist it, for it is natural for you to become more, moment by moment. So again, we come back to allowing, 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 which is the movement of our beingness as the consciousness itself. Enjoy the ride, for that is a wonderful ride. May seem like the roller coaster, but it is natural, unfolding moment by moment in this existence.
Shantar says, I love the green.
Thank you.
And Johanna says, so great. Thank you. Loving greetings out of the constant new.
Thank you.
And someone who signed in as Amenzel's channel says, thank you.
Thank you.
And Anand Slava say, thank you, Ishvara. Your green is beautiful.
Thank you. I'd like to take this moment to thank all of you for your donations this last year. Those help keep us going. So thank you. I appreciate them very much. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for being you, a part of this, the new consciousness as it unfolds.